that you are the pupils of the sixth form, okay? So, and I suppose there is no need to persuade you that our country, Ukraine, is a beautiful country with long history, rich traditions, and picturesque countryside. So that's why I would like to start with this. I know that everyone present here knows that this is one of the Ukrainian symbols. I would like you to choose the flowers from this screen. And while taking the flower, please say something, some notion or something which is unique for Ukraine. It can be a national dish, an item of clothing, or anything that you associate Ukraine with. Okay, so who would like to start? Okay.
This one, and the thing that I imagine when the thing I think about when I Ukraine is gorgeous Ukrainian steppes.
Okay, yes, right, okay, you?
I'm a little bit hungry, so I will say borscht.
By the way, do you know that there are more than 100 recipes how to cook borscht in different parts and regions of our country? Okay.
Can I say about Ukraine? It's beautiful nature.
Nature, okay. Our nature is really great.
The one thing I associate Ukraine with is its national dress,
Vishwanka, okay, and embroidered dress, yes.
Okay, I think that in our country people are very hospitable.
Hospitable, yes, friendliness.
Absolutely picturesque things.
Hills, countryside, yes, nature.
Ukrainians are very warm-hearted and generous people.
Generous, yes.
And Ukrainian music probably.
Okay.
I'd say something that it would be sunflowers.
Sunflowers, right.
And I will also add that personally, when somebody says to me this word Ukraine, the first thing which I imagine is, first of all, Ukrainian music, second, Ukrainian art, and of course, the revolution of dignity. Because if we take this matter into consideration, we will see that our country changed greatly after this revolution.
Yes, and it's really the theme that makes the world think of Ukraine and Ukrainians as a strong nation. Yeah, I agree with you. So, Jamil, please, was it difficult to say something that you associate Ukraine with? Do you think there are many things which we can add to this list?
Of course.
Of course. So this list can be very, very long. So, I would like you to take your flowers. And as a lot of you said, Ukraine has wonderful fields, countryside, great countryside and nature. And I would like you pin your flowers to this beautiful map of our country. And while doing this, please make a wish for Ukraine. Something that you would like to be true about Ukraine or that can come true in the nearest future. So wish something for our country, okay? So you can go and do it in any order. As soon as you have the idea, you
I
can
wish tolerance, because it's something we need really much.
Okay, tolerance. Well, will you?
I wish Ukraine to be
United again, yes. And the place is very symbolic, yes? The place where the flower is shows your attitude.
Despite all the difficulties that Ukrainian people face nowadays, I wish Ukrainian people to stay warm-hearted and generous.
And we are warm-hearted and generous. We
other nations and to our people in our country also, because of all that changes in our country now, we started to losing all those good features of our character.
Yeah, really. So let's not lose the best, yes, that we have. Okay.
I guess that today the main thing for Ukraine is to be free from the influence from abroad.
Free, independent, highly developed country, right, John?
I wish to Ukraine to be to have a great economic boost, as we deserve to be, our Ukraine deserves to be a well-developed country.
I think everyone will agree with economic boost, yes, which possibly make our lives better.
I wish Ukraine, and especially Ukrainian youth, to be self-aware and solution-oriented to develop our country.
Yes, it's really a problem that a lot of good students, a lot of young people want to go abroad, yes, and to do something for other countries, not for our country.
Can I help you? So please. So as we know nowadays, many Ukrainian people want to go abroad, want to live abroad, and I think that it will be really brilliant if foreigners want to live in Ukraine.
Yeah, it's very great. So let's try make Ukraine prosperous, a country that foreigners would like to visit us, to learn our language, to learn something about our culture, and to live here, yes, to do something for our country. So, with my students, after doing such activities, especially with the younger students of the 5th and the 6th form, one more flower. I'm sorry. I wanted to get it.
So I'll make a wish, but I will not tell you for it will come true.
Okay.
So I hope that Ukraine will improve with time, and I hope that it will become a very important part of the world.
So I'm sorry, and I have one spare flower, so if you wanted to give it, that's for you. So, with younger students, I suggest younger students making a project, which we call My Dream for Ukraine. Each student gets a small piece of fabric where they write, draw, and paint their dream for Ukraine, and after that their small projects are sewn into one big project. So this is my students' dream for Ukraine. So as you can see, some of their dreams are the same. So I think that if we think positively, and if we think there are a lot of us, all our dreams about our country will come true. So let's continue. Necessary condition of national identity development is knowledge of Ukrainian traditional culture. And in order to stimulate my students' interest towards Ukrainian traditional culture, I ask them to make different audio recordings of Ukrainian films, movies, and cartoons. And this has important ideological meaning, and it has educational value, because when students doing this, while doing this, my students are engaged into the dialogue of culture. cultures, and they compare their native language and English. They compare our Ukrainian traditions and customs and of English-speaking countries. So, and while studying the topic family relationship in the text form, I asked my students to make their own interpretation of the famous episode from a famous Ukrainian comedy film, Chasing Two Hares, based on the play of Mikhailo Staritsky. So today, you are going to work in groups. There are 3 groups, and you will watch a short episode from this film, and you will try to make your interpretations. Okay, so let's watch. I'm sorry, but for each group, I have a script, so it will help you to make the task. So please watch the videos. Okay, so now you have the scripts. You have to interpret this short extract. So you have some minutes, maybe 2 minutes to do it. You can make any notes if you like. So how many characters do we have? 4 or 3? 3 characters who speak and 1 character who's silent yet but present there. Okay, so in your group, there will be 1 silent person, okay? So you can do it here, or if you don't want to write, you can do it orally, okay? Yes, I can present it. Yes. So students, I'm going to show you the video again, and you will make the recording of it. So this video without sound. You will provide sound for the video, okay? You can write here if you want. Yes. It will be easier and it will look quicker for you. Students, you don't have to write all the script. You can do it orally if you want. Are you ready? Oh, okay. So, time's up. So which group is going to be the first? Okay, so you are welcome. So, please choose and show us who is who. Okay, his mother. Okay. So maybe in order everyone can see you, can count in front of the class, okay? So, ready?
Sure.
Let's start.
Oh yes, I'm on fire because I can see you. And see you on your couch. You hear me?
Oh, it's you. Bonjour. I was so engaged in reading. Merci that you come. Mommy, Papi, coming. Mr. Holhoster came. I'm pleased to recommend that my parents.
It's an honor to meet you. Let me introduce myself, Spirit Petrovich Volokhovastov. In person. It's an honor to meet you. My name is Spirit Petrovich Volokhovastov. In person.
It's a pleasure to meet such a clever young man.
Please establish yourself.
Okay, thanks. Okay, who's going to be the next? From here. So would you pause your presentations? Okay, this group is going to be without mother. Okay.
I'm burning, I'm playing, and I'm so happy that I can see you here on my own sofa.
Oh, it's you. Greetings. I was immersed into reading.
I'm so glad.
Thank you. Thank you that you have come.
I'm so glad that I can introduce myself. So, this is me, Spirit Petrovich Volokhovastov.
Okay.
Would you be so kind to let me kiss your hand? I'm so glad that I can present myself to you.
I'm so happy to meet such an intelligent man. Please sit down.
Okay. And one more group. Last but not least. Okay. So can you stand in such a way that you can see the process on the screen? Okay. Please hold fast though. Okay.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire of desire. And so different to see you on this sofa.
Oh, here you are. Bonjour. I was so involved in reading. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Mommy, Daddy, come in. Mr. Holhoster came. My recommendations. This is my parents.
Happy to introduce myself, Spirit Petrovich Volokhovastov, in person. Lend me your hand.
It's my fault.
Happy to introduce myself, Spirit Petrovich Volokhovastov, in person.
I'm glad to meet such a clever man. Please sit.
You're welcome, Lucia.
Okay. Thanks a lot. It was a great talk. Did you like the process? Was it difficult? No, it wasn't. Okay, what difficulties do you think the students can encounter while doing this activity? What can be difficult for them?
Well, mistakes. There are a lot of stylistic mistakes. So students should, pupils should show them in their speech while they speak English. So it will be a little bit.
Yeah, it's a colorful Ukrainian language. It's very difficult to find the equivalents in the English language.
Yes, and actually there are a lot of words from French, as you can see. And don't forget that this is a comedy, so your interpretation should possess the funny moments as well. But I must admit that you were great. Thanks a lot for this. And now I would like to show you how my students do this task. And I would like you to show a short excerpt from the cartoon. I hope everyone knows this cartoon, the one-sleeved also. Why I have chosen this cartoon? Because this cartoon is based on purely folk material, and it shows everyday life of Ukrainian village, their traditions, Ukrainian national costumes and rituals. We have the celebration, the wedding, yes, at the end. So everything is based on folk material and Ukrainian life in the village.
God help us. You're climbing a tree. You see, I just wanted to get the bird. I was just out taking a walk. Your teeth out. Remember how you were chasing me? But oh yes, that was the job you had. All my life I've been running around and no one gave me even a bone. But now you're just like me.
Okay, so as you can see, this recording is not ideal. But this activity, my students do such kinds of activities with great enthusiasm. And one of the positive aspects of this kind of work that they have the opportunity to listen and to watch the results of their work, and they have the opportunity to analyze in order not to make the same mistakes later. So it's a very nice thing. It's sometimes it is a good idea just to record them with the help of the mobile phone, which is much easier than making such videos. Okay, and the national identity development in high school is impossible without the recognition of the importance of national self-determination. That's why, while studying the topic human rights in the 11th form, I asked my students to do web quest. So after reading and discussing the human rights stated in the Declaration, in the Universal Declaration, I asked my students to follow the link and to find the homepage of the international organization, which is called Amnesty International. Have you heard about it previously? So the work of this organization is extremely needed nowadays in our country, in all the countries of the world. After discussing all the human rights from the Universal Declaration, I do the following task. So unfortunately, we don't have opportunity to have a notebook or a computer for each of the students. That's why I brought these brochures. They consist of the screenshots from this site, so you can use them while doing so. I understand that it's difficult to imagine that it's a notebook in front of you, but please do this. Okay, and of course, in order to do this web quest, you have and you need to have web quest route. What is web quest route? It's a set of steps which you need to follow. These are the questions, and you need to find the answers to these questions while searching and doing the research on the site. What is more, after doing this web quest and after doing the research, students need to show the result of their work. And the task is to present this organization in some way. For example, it can be some kind of advertisement, it can be a flyer, it can be a radio program or recording that you made about this. So the project, the results of the project, students choose by themselves. But it should be the advertisement of this organization, Amnesty International, and showing its importance today. So I brought you this leaflet. So this is the result of my students' work. So, but the students can draw, write, record, so do anything they like. Please, let's try to do this. First of all, we have the steps. Let's follow these steps and find the answers to the questions. So, what is Amnesty International and what does it campaign for? So, use your brochures and try to find the answers. Oh, yes.
It's a global movement of more than 7 million people taking justice personally. They are campaigning for a world where human rights are never violated.
Okay, right on. So, do you agree with that? So, as you can see, this information is here, yes. What does the organization do? Well, when and where was it founded? When and where was it founded? So, I found the history of this organization on the site, and you can find this screenshot in your brochures. So, when was it founded, please?
In 1961, British lawyer Peter Davidson was outraged when 2 Portuguese students were jailed just for raising a toast to freedom. He wrote an article to the Observer newspaper and launched a campaign that provoked an incredible response.
Okay, so when?
1961.
Okay, what country?
Britain.
Yes, Britain, obviously, why? Because it was British lawyer, yes. And it was originally founded in Britain. Well, the next question, how is it run? What does it mean, how is it run? So, how we are run is the section here, but so, what does this question mean? Who finances this organization? Right, Ivan. Yes, who finances this organization? Please?
The overwhelming majority of our income comes from individuals the world over. These personal and unaffiliated donations allow Amnesty International to maintain full independence from any and all governments, political ideologies, economic interests, or religions.
Okay, so no governments are involved, yes? Only personal donations. So volunteers around the world finance this organization. Well, what are the main issues of the organization? What are the main issues of the organization? So I'm here. Okay, so there are a lot of issues of the work. Can you name at least some of them? So,
Investigate and expose the facts wherever abuses happen. Also making sure policies are respected internationally.
okay, so thank you. Tell me please, what is the logo of this organization? Can you see it? Organization works in Ukraine? Yes. So, and do you think you can join it? Of course. So everyone can choose the country, and Ukraine is among the countries. So you can choose our country and join this organization right here. Not right here because you don't have your laptops, but if I'm with my students, I let them do it right here and right now. So as you understand, then they have some long-term task to create the advertisement of this organization. So today I've presented you only some of the activities that are used in order to develop my students' national identity. I would like to ask you a question. Do you think we should do it during the English lesson, during the lessons of English? Maybe we should leave this material, this country study component to such subjects as history and literature, Ukrainian literature and others.
Well, from my perspective, it is very important to know how to talk about some events, some distinct pictures of our country using a foreign language. I think it is very useful and it is really interesting taking into account these various activities.
Okay, and does this knowledge help us while learning foreign languages? In what way?
Enriching vocabulary.
Enriching vocabulary, and it gives you opportunity to compare our Ukrainian culture, our Ukrainian language with English, yes, and only knowing your own, you can learn something new. So this is the end of my workshop. Thank you for your attention, and I would like to finish and to end my workshop by telling that I feel that my work is very important, and I can see the results of my work in my students, and this is the reason for our work. Thank you. Thank you for your work.
So this